It says Road Thunder. Dude, that's so funny. Look, it says Soul, just saying, like Super Saiyan. It's got Super Saiyan. It says Road Thunder. And that's so weird because I actually wanted it for some fucking reason. Where's the proof? Fuck! You know? So everything's always word of mouth with you, Dyer. How do we know you're not just going to say some shit about Goku from Dragon Ball Z episode 218 or 219? You know what I mean? Like, look it up. That's the best I can do. Is I just watched Dragon Ball Z episode 218, I believe. And then there was that car. God damn it. You know, I don't know. That's pretty good proof. You know, that manifested that car that exact second. That was already, I was sleeping just now in the back of my car. Anyway, it had the fact that had Dragon Ball Z and it was a soul. Like the car's a soul. Anyway, that's funny. Anyway, so I was watching. This is literally, I didn't know what I was going to say. This is literally what I was going to say. I was literally going to make a YouTube video about this dumbass shit right now. I swear to God. So I was watching Dragon Ball Z, and I realized there's one episode where Goku's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. I was surprised. And it's episode 218. I think I'm on 219 now. I'm pretty fucking... I'm only one off tops. 218. Look it up. Anyway... And it's where they're in the World Championship and they got Supreme Kai and, you know, anyway, so Supreme Kai's there and Piccolo like forfeits the fight, all that shit. Anyway, so Videl gets her ass beat and she's in the hospital just crumpled in pain. This is Gohan's future girlfriend, wife, I guess. And Goku's, you know, he knows that. And he's sent to go get the instant transmission sent to go get, those beans, you know what I'm talking about, those beans that you eat, a sensu bean that instantly heals you. Anyway, so he can instant transmission. Doesn't really take any energy out of his day. I swear to God. So he instantly transmits to fucking, you know, whatever to get the sensu beans. And then like the whole episode is like, where's Goku? You know, this girl's like, ah! Blood. Ah! Just in the bed. Where's Goku at? Where'd Goku go? And he's fucking eating a meal, which is ironic because I'm fasting right now. I haven't ate a single meal in like 24 hours, over that, like 30-something hours. Haven't ate anything. Anyway, I feel great, actually. I just got past that part. It's just funny because I swear to God, that's why I made this video. I guess I'll be making this about being a Super Saiyan. My twin flame loves Dragon Ball Z, and so I've watched it. And I'm born on the cusp of power, so I kind of see how it relates in my life when watching Dragon Ball Z. There's a lot about it that I can actually see how it relates to my life. But I was like, wow, what a piece of shit. Now, I know the reason why that episode happened is probably because the people that make the show, fight scenes, I'm going to guess, are just in general a lot harder. You know, do a good fight scene, you know, dodge, get, blast, oh, he missed. Like all that shit, just lots of animation. You know, it's a lot easier to make an episode where they're like, you know, where is Videl? Over there. Oh, okay. I'm going to get you senzu bean. Hey, where's Goku? Goku's like, I'm eating food. You know, I can see why it's simple. But, yeah, I was like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if that was the excuse. It's so it's so stupid. I was like, oh, damn. They had to have an episode in there for a filler. I know that's why. But I just thought, man, I hate Goku now. He literally eats a meal. They're like, aren't they waiting on you? He goes, yeah, but they don't got good food at the buffet. That's what he said. Isn't there like people waiting on you to get those senzu beans back, Goku? And he's like, yeah, but there's just not good food, so I'm not, you know. I was gonna go and help that girl get out of excruciating pain, but I was just kind of hungry, you know. I was like, oh, this is where Goku's got a terrible sin going on. It's like, this is his, I'm a Taurus. I got a stellium in Taurus, so I feel you. Anytime I think about starving people, it's when I do a fast do I start to feel like, oh man, it's not even starvation. Fasting isn't even starvation. 36 hours is not starving at all. Like, I'm great. I feel amazing. You know, people are supposed to feel like this. This is how, you know. And I will admit, if you're watching this, you're like, what's the point of this video? I have no clue. I have no clue, Goku. I didn't think it was so cool that Dragon Ball Z reference popped up right there, Road Thunder. That's awesome. Oh shit. Yeah, but I mean, it was like perfectly. Well, I do want to say, and I talk about the reason why I make these videos is I love revealing the manifestations. Like I see a red car, red car, red car, red car. I love revealing manifestations. Nice, thank you. And see, now I got a car to honk, and I see a red truck pulling over, and it matches a snap-on with the eagle. You know, and the fact is that truck says 878. You probably can't tell, but it says 18075, and then that truck's license plate says 878, and the color scheme's the same, which is red and white. You know, and I didn't even have to see that to know that there was going to be something else on the truck that matched. The fact that it has 878, 878. Well, what does that mean? Well, you can look up numerology. You can look up whatever. You can do whatever you want. At the end of the day, though, things like attract like, and it's a right brain skill. And most people in society are just, they are brainwashed to be in the left brain. They cut off the whole other side. And it's a game where people are like, you know, I'm so nerdy, look at me talk about science. And that's them just talking about twigs. And they can't see the forest through the trees. They don't even know what forest they're in. They don't even know where they are. And that's most people. Even the most intelligent people you can imagine at school that you went to are people that are focused on twigs and can't see trees, can't see the forest through the trees. They don't even know where they are. And this is all right brain skill. So when you know what I'm talking about, it just makes you feel good. When life's happening and you see that things don't happen by coincidence. You know, like the fact that I saw the 4 red cars in my mirror, I can see red cars. You can probably see one right there. There's one of them. Yeah, I saw all that. Then I see the truck. Well, yeah, it's physically fucking moving right there. It's a manifestation. And it doesn't matter how many people think of how many ingenious ways to make what advanced technology to put all that shit in the middle of one area, aka a city, and all that's moving around. Doesn't matter, because the RAM, the processing power of reality, the matrix is still going, so it's all kind of accounted for, which is really crazy. Because and there's like 6 of us in the field, and we're shooting. You know, Native Americans, I was watching this video on their culture, and they talked about doing rituals and blessings. And there was an actual battle in Colorado where I'm at here, where I can't remember the name of the men. But anyway, they came out and they lost the battle to the Native Americans and the Ute tribe. And they said that they after this ritual, the ritual was to make sure that the enemy couldn't find their mark. It just wasn't lucky, you know, that goes the wrong way. A musket ball doesn't hit, you know what I'm saying? And that's real. Not saying they were using muskets exactly. I'm just saying they couldn't, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like, they just couldn't hit their mark. And that is so true. The fact that's why it's so funny, because when you know what I know, you really know that, like, what really happened was a world of dark, generational, cursed people came to America, found generationally abundant people, raped and murdered as many as they could, killed them off so that that generation couldn't prosper. That's an agenda. And that's why they had forced sterilization of Native American women, because their bloodline is, in general, most of them are, they got their shit together. Just the way the culture is based, you know, there ain't going to be some fuck in the tribe that's just like evil as shit being produced. It doesn't work that way. They would catch that. But another society where that is produced went over and just destroyed the culture. And that's a real thing about how reality works, where they, like, that's a real thing. That's why, that's what I did. That's why I talk about narcissism. I know this video goes everywhere. Deal with it. I know this video is going everywhere. Deal with it. But let's talk about narcissism and stuff as you breaking through generational curses. Because that mentality is, it spiritually, it's a spiritual war it's being spread. You know, if you were to go back thousands of years ago, you know how many people are born from, I can't remember if it was Genghis Khan that had hundreds of kids. I don't remember if it was him. I know Genghis Khan killed so many people, it's on a retarded level. But I'm saying, I thought it was Genghis Khan. I might be wrong. Maybe it was Tilda Hun. They had like hundreds of kids. And then those kids produce kids. And you're like, well, that doesn't make who you are. There is a generational curse, a vibrational level. And when those kids have kids, you could say it any way you want. But those kids are going to grow up and they're going to be dealing with shit in their life. And they're probably going to turn. And it just keeps getting passed down. There is individual souls of people. But a narcissist is somebody whose soul has kind of been blocked out from the higher self playing the game in reality. So those people become NPCs or narcissists. And you see that a lot. You see robots. I see robots all the time. The other day I was at a parking. I drove up to a light and I could feel it. Like Mr. Principal with his Mrs. Wife in the car. And I look over, there's a black bald man, straight, clean cuts, and his wife with the, very clean, very clean. There's no form of identification inside of the car. It's a straight, brand new $60,000 car. And, he's the kind of guy with the brown belt and the nerdy ass pants pulled up with the pocket protector, 50-year-old principal who will call the cops on you at the first moment of seeing you shining. They do that. That's a robot. Those are robots. Those people are robots. There's a certain level where you got to realize, don't fuck with those people. They really are super toxic. You just don't notice it. And I looked over and I started laughing and joking. And I remember the guy was looking over like, any minute now, my vibe will dominate his vibe with my I don't approve. And I was just laughing at him and they were both staring at me like, can't comprehend. Like they don't know. Anyway. And people like that, the instant I try showing them the magic of reality, like what I just showed with the cart trucks, there's a block there that's not happening. That's why people like that call cops, because they don't know why they're doing it. But they just sense to stop you. I mean, I don't really know how else to word it. Like I said, I don't know where this video is going, but it started out great with that Dragon Ball Z reference. Again, I swear to God, I was like watching that. I said, Goku! Goku! Even Vegeta wouldn't do some shit like that. Even fucking Vegeta wouldn't eat a fat fucking meal before, how many people he cares about? Not a lot, but you know what I mean? Even Vegeta wouldn't just, delicious. Not only am I here and that person's in pain, I'm getting some pleasure from food and you're still in pain. Every second that passes, I'm eating while you're suffering. Oh shit, I accidentally eat those 3 senzu beans with all the food I just ate. I'm sorry, Master Karen or whoever the fuck. I guess she doesn't get any. I was so hungry, you didn't have enough food. I had to eat the 3 cents of beans with my meal. Oh shit, that got me so good. I was watching that, I had to pause. I was like, my God, Goku, you're an animal. You're fucking evil. What the fuck? Who decided to make this episode? You ruined his image forever. Oh God damn. That's a sin, Goku. That's a part of Goku, I guess, that we're all going, hey, but that's a dark side actually. He's not willing to give up a meal. It's hard for me too. That's why it's funny that I'm fasting when I watched it. That's why it was so funny. Because I was fasting. I was like, oh, Goku. I'm better than you. Whoa. Wow. Just kidding. That's right. Oh, goddamn. All right. Well, we could get into maybe she deserved it because she was supposed, but no. That's fucked up. Watch the episode. I already said the number. I don't remember now, but I already said the number. God damn, that's fucked up. Oh, yeah, if you wanted to fast, by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, amazing. I was watching a video about this person talking, they're in the church community, and I'm not big on churches. There's a lot of demonic-ass shit that happens in groups at churches. Not always, but a lot of the time, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the time. Most of the time. I see that most of the time. Most of the time. Here's Snap-on bird vehicles moving, so something else is probably going to happen in a second. Yeah. Not going to say I'm going to be able to see it, but... Pop, 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 pop. Universe said, yeah, no. Well, sorry. Actually, I do see it. That truck and another truck lined up just now, and they're both red and white again. And it was at the same intersection where the 18-wheeler came in. And now they're both meeting at the stop sign. Yeah. That is pretty cool. And then now, there's one red car and a white car. The vehicle I was talking about is right over there turning, but now there's a red car and a white truck, which is that color scheme broken down into two. It's pretty cool. And there's the same white car and red vehicle on the other side where the other truck went. Like attracts like. So it's like red and white truck, red and white truck. Red truck, white truck, white truck. Like, that's what I mean. Well, it's a white car. But you see what I'm saying? Like, the color. That happens in the most magical ways. But if you're not open in your mind, people will be like, oh, you're stretching it. Listen, asshole, you keep stretching that shit, you're going to get to go through that. You're going to get to see it. So stretch that shit. Use your imagination. You are creating your reality to the fucking extent of you're manipulating other people to decide when and where to show up in your life. Whoa. To the extent that you could go all the way to being a fucking Hitler doing this power, or a good person, like Martin Luther King or something. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you are manifesting this shit to the extreme level. That's why when I look around and I see skyscrapers and buildings, and I go, man, people actually think that, you know, they just built this stuff. Like, on a certain level, when you understand that everything's kind of coordinated due to your belief level of achieving something, so it kind of works out anyway, or you don't believe it, so it kind of doesn't work out anyway. Now you can see why cell phones and skyscrapers and advanced technology, it's like magic. This shit is magic. Look at the phone. You're like watching this shit and you just can't comprehend that this shit's like magical. This shit is stupid magic. It's stupid magic. Like, you could go there's people on this planet that's never seen, like, civilized man. I said this before. They've probably seen airplanes because they fly above their head once in a while. But in general, you walk up with a cell phone, you know, oh, yeah, magic. Like, they would know, which is funny. Because I've watched videos of Native Americans talking about shit they've seen that everybody else is like, oh, what stupid idiots. Like, they think they can dance around, make a rain dance. They think they can dance around a fire and it'll actually rain. Yeah, it does work like that. It does work. I've done that. Mostly with snow. I haven't done it with rain. I do it with snow. I've done it with wind. Where I'm asking questions and the wind blows to respond to me. And people think this is crazy. Well, you know, that's why you need to have this education, because there's a whole other life. Life isn't meant to be this disassociated, cut off, lonely, you know, you can feel it. This lack of. People that walk around with a lack of. Their whole life, they're depressed. There's like, these are indicators that your higher self knows something you don't. That you have blockages in your body, in your energetic body, in your energetic mind and emotional state. All three. They're all three connected. You don't believe me, you know, get stabbed. Tell me what thoughts you're having. How do you feel? They all three jump on each other. So whatever affects the mind whatever affects the mind or the body, your emotional state kind of follows. And vice versa, but you see what I'm saying. So there's a lot of techniques, actually, to go out into life, enjoy, get exercise. Like, I'm fasting. I actually spaced on what I was supposed to. There's a person at this church, they were talking about fasting. Oh, I got a couple minutes left, so I got to cut this off. They were talking about fasting and how it removes negative spirits. And I don't know if that's true, but if you look at a lot of obese, white trash people in trailer parks, I'm joking, but I'm not joking, that are toxic as fuck, like, they eat junk nonstop. They never fast. And in other cultures, or a lot of religious-based cultures, they do fast, and they don't have as much of like people. So it might be important to fast. Not that I'm saying dark forces don't want people to starve to death, because they do that shit too. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. I love you. I don't know what this is about, really, but I liked it and I enjoyed it.